What do trees mean to you? Holders of ancient wisdom, silent wonders, keepers of stories. Trees have so much to teach us. Their roots anchor us. Their branches inspire us to reach high and dream big. And their leaves, their beautiful leaves, whisper in the wind, reminding us that we can accomplish so much more together than we can alone. But trees do more than inspire. Trees provide clean air, fresh water, healthy soils, and habitats for countless species. Trees create ecological balance, critical for life on Earth. But with time, that balance has shifted. Over the past 10 years, across 6 continents and 82 countries, we've planted over 135 million trees. Air. Trees breathe life into the world, the very oxygen we need to survive. But human activities are polluting our air and warming our planet. We are producing more greenhouse gases than ever. The climate crisis threatens not just our forests, but our existence. Through the magic of photosynthesis, forests remove massive amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, roughly 2.6 billion tons of it every single year. At the same time, a single mature tree can produce up to 260 pounds of oxygen per year. In our warming climate, urban forests can offer cooling shade. Neighborhoods with trees can have temperatures 12 to 18 degrees lower than those without.
I love trees because they help cool down our cities on hot summer days like today.
Planting trees helps combat climate change.
Trees recharge us physically and mentally.
Water sustains all life. Safe, fresh water is essential for drinking, hygiene, farming, and maintaining the ecosystems we rely on. Planting trees along waterways, coastlines, rivers, and lakes protects and purifies these critical resources. With the threat of rising sea levels, mangrove forests can protect our coastlines. Their roots dig deep, reducing erosion and providing critical habitat for marine life.
In Guatemala, we work especially with mangrove in order to improve the conditions and the livelihoods of the communities who are the most vulnerable to climate change.
Forest is bringing us the water. Forest is life.
Why we plant the tree? Because we want to see the water under our forest running to use by every creatures and everyone who's living in the area.
Around the world, we've helped increase water security and improve water quality by restoring riparian and watershed areas. Land, the very ground beneath our feet. Without healthy forests and fertile soil, life on Earth would drastically change. Trees attract microorganisms, create new soil, and improve soil structure. Land degradation due to tree loss, erosion, desertification, and wildfires have accelerated the loss of healthy soil around the world. Forest fires emit air pollutants such as black carbon, volatile organic compounds, and nitrogen oxides.
forests preserve biodiversity, prevent soil erosion, and generate environments of unique beauty.
We plant hazelnut trees to rehabilitate fallow land and generate sustainable income for underserved communities across Bhutan.
Like us, animals need a home. Deforestation and forest fragmentation due to agriculture, mining, timber, and urbanization have threatened many species to extinction.
The reason I like planting trees is because I know that I'll be leaving behind a legacy of living creatures that are good for our planet and good for our ecosystem.
I support planting trees because they're home to so much incredible wildlife.
The future of wildlife is in our hands.
In Brazil's Atlantic forest and Costa Rica's Osa Peninsula, we're creating corridors for wildlife.
This tree was actually just planted in May 2021. It was about that tall. And look how huge it is now.
In Mexico, we're supporting the restoration of the forests that monarch butterflies overwinter in. In Uganda, we're restoring chimpanzee habitats with the Jane Goodall Institute.
We haven't inherited this planet from our ancestors, we borrowed it from our children. Every day we live, we can choose what sort of impact we make. And so planting these trees and caring for them, that's absolutely key.
People. Trees are woven into the very fabric of who we are. They are key to our survival, globally and as individuals.
We support planting trees and reforestation all around the world because when we do this alongside smallholder farmers and around rural communities, we end up seeing people heal the soil, addressing food security, reversing poverty, and it packages a lot of good into one single action.
In fact, over 3.6 billion people currently live in areas that are highly vulnerable to climate change. Through our nature-based agroforestry projects, we've improved food security and fostered sustainable socioeconomic development. It's our belief, our vision, that the path forward into a sustainable and resilient future is through reforestation, planting trees together. We all have our reasons for wanting to plant trees.
I support tree planting. They are magnificent, like this carob tree behind me, and the building blocks of life.
Trees are like the Earth's Wi-Fi. If they disappear, then we're all disconnected.
We know that propagating trees and planting trees is good for climate and good for biodiversity.
Many reasons, with one goal: restoration and renewal. A future where climate change is mitigated, biodiversity thrives, and the well-being of life on Earth is transformed. This is what trees mean to us. What do trees mean to you?